So, before we go properly into this content of Sancho's insubordination, very distasteful behavior. If you are new to my content, do me a favor by liking the video. If you're not yet subscribed, why don't you subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell. I appreciate you guys subscribing. And shout out to my subscribers. Make sure you turn on your notification bell. Now, the hypocrisy that I've seen since the unfortunate incident of Sancho and Ten Hag has been very laughable. Even though I'm not a Manchester United fan, I have my opinion on this. See, there is hierarchy and there is orderliness in the world, regardless of how this woke and new generation want to suspend everything that is rational and objective. The world doesn't work like that. Regardless of what part of the fence you sit on, whether you think Ten Hag treated the boss or not, Ten Hag picks the team. Ten Hag is the manager of Manchester United. Whether you're pro Ten Hag or anti Ten Hag is the manager. Now, regardless of what Sancho feels about what Ten Hag said post-match after the loss to Arsenal, he should not have posted what he did on Twitter and pinned it. You shouldn't have done that. You had the manager's phone number, you'd have waited till the next day and go to the office. See, this nonsense that, Ten Hag should have thrown to the boss is a lazy, silly argument. Ten Hag is still the manager. When same Ten Hag granted this flop 3 months to get his ass together. A lot of you support this trope of everybody is having a mental issue. Mental illness is now the phrase that everybody just jumps on. 3 months. Paid 3 months. He gave him to sort himself out. Comes back, tried to reintegrate him to the squad. He has been off and on. And it's just natural that the manager will get a bit frustrated. Now, I understand lashing out after the match against Arsenal. Tempers were high. It was emotional. I get it. But he's still the boss. He's still the boss. But for you to push back at your manager with a tweet barely an hour after he said what he said about you, that you've not trained well, which you see, whether you like Ten Hag or not, he picks the squad. So, I mean, if Ten Hag say you've not trained well, regardless how you want to paint it and say there are other issues not about training, it's not making sense because on the pitch, we've not seen anything substantial to prove otherwise that Sancho has done beats. Sancho has not done anything substantial since he has been adoring the shirt of Manchester United. Let's be real. Mention one game for Manchester United he has been signed that Sancho stood out. One game. Pepe, that is regarded as a flop, has done better than Sancho. But yet, because it's English, let's try to hide it and sweep it under the rug. It's not going to work like that. The fact that after 1 week, Sancho still leaves that tweet or X, whatever you want to call it, pinned on his page, even after today that we are hearing rumors that Ten Hag and Sancho actually had a meeting, and that tweet is still there, shows the audacity of the modern player, the player power going on at Manchester United. This is when the Manchester United hierarchy to step in and support and back Ten Hag, cancel his contract and let him go. This is gross insubordination from a player. No player is bigger than the club. Let alone a bomb like Sancho, who hasn't done anything substantial to justify his transfer fee and the wages he receives. Let's be real. This guy is scamming the club. And he has the guts, the audacity to challenge his manager. Even though on the evidence suggests that he has not, and he does not merit a starting bet. And those claims actually substantiate what his manager said. He has not been training well, because some of you say, some players are poor trainers, which is fair. If you train poorly on match days, you should rip it up. But he hasn't done both. You are training poorly on match day. You are not putting up performances that are world class or that are deemed fit for the wages and transfer fee you commanded, which is crazy. And yet, some of you content creators who will do anything for clout, who will do anything for money, are supporting this gross insubordination. This is crazy. This is crazy. And the player still leaves the tweet on after a week. He's standing 10 toes down. See, I'm waiting for the match at the weekend against Brighton. I want to see if Ten Hag will bend the knee to Sancho or he'll call his bluff. My opinion is that don't play him again. Now, it sounds harsh. It sounds very easy and cheeky from an Arsenal player because you guys are short in numbers in your attacking numbers. But sometimes you need to stand and gain the respect because other players are watching what's going to happen. Other players are watching. If Sancho gets away with this and Ten Hag plays him because of their short of numbers, what do you expect from other players? Expect the same thing. This is a pivotal moment for Manchester United and Ten Hag. I know on the pitch and off the pitch, rather, they've having so many issues with Anthony, Sancho, results. But regardless, you need to hold it together. I'm waiting to see what Ten Hag is going to do this weekend. Is he going to play Sancho or not? Because if he plays Sancho, what does it tell you? What does it tell you? How does it look to the other players? That would be very interesting because the players are watching. Trust me, they are watching the situation. Especially the fact that Sancho actually is on the 10 toes down on what he said about his disrespect, because there is no way you want to slice it or dice it. This is blunt, gross insubordination and disrespect to the manager. So, guys, let me know what you think about this situation regarding Sancho and Ten Hag that is bringing at Manchester United. I would love to know as a football lover. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I can have objective opinions on footballing matters in England. Because, like I said, I'm calling it out. Shout out to Arteta, man. Oba did not go this ballistic. Guendouzi did not go this ballistic for Arteta to nip it. And Ten Hag, for me, has to nip it in the bud. You can't allow this to fester. You cannot allow an average player like Sancho, bang average player like Sancho, to have this kind of ego. You're not that great and you have this kind of big ego. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section about the Sancho issue. Do you think Ten Hag is wrong? Or do you think Sancho has actually overpushed his limit? Let me know in the comment section. Like the video, very, very important for the growth of the channel and for the algorithm. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I appreciate that. And make sure you turn on your notification bells. Very, very important. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.